Today is the day. This should have been the Champions League final of 2024-2025. And now, finally, Barcelona and PSG meet in this grand match. So what must Barca do to beat PSG? Let's see. Point number 1, the right selection of players. The Parisians will rely on pressing, which means Hansi Flick will have to choose players who are capable of overcoming the toughest pressure. Yes, it's a pity that Stegen and Joan García are injured. In this kind of match, they'd be more valuable than Wojciech. But here there are no alternatives. On the right, we'll probably see Koundé. In the center, the expected pairs Eric and Cubarsí. Both were rested against Sociedad. And on the left, I'd take a risk with Balde, who has been prepared precisely for this match. Alejandro handles pressure much better than Gerard Martín. What's crucial is that Flick doesn't give PSG a gift by starting Araujo or Martín. Right now, they are the weakest links in the squad when it comes to playing under pressure. In midfield, there are two trump cards, Frenkie and Pedri. They are the controllers of the game, and it even seems like they enjoy being pressed to the limit. They got through Newcastle and they dismantled Sociedad's pressing machine. It's evident Luis Enrique will try everything to neutralize Barca's brain center. And by the way, PSG's coach himself admitted it. Talking about Pedri, he said, "He is Harry Potter to me. I just hope he doesn't bring the one against us." The third midfielder will be Dani Olmo. Flick himself confirmed this. That's great news because Dani looks much more dynamic when he occasionally drops into the same line as Frenkie and Pedri. It's a subtle adjustment, but it gives balance to the whole team and even brings back memories of the Busquets, Xavi, and Iniesta trio. The duel between Barca's defense and PSG's pressing, along with the midfield battle between the two best engines on the planet, those are the two elements that will define this match. Pedri versus Vitinha will be something special. Two midfield magicians, both highly ranked in the Ballon d'Or vote. That's a clash to watch closely. PSG, meanwhile, will be without several key players: Ousmane Dembélé, Desiré Doué, Kvaratskhelia, and Marquinhos. So the predicted lineup looks like this. Chevalier in goal, Hakimi, Zabarni, Pacho, Mendes in defense. Lee, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz in midfield. And Bayer, Ramos, Barcola up front. Barcelona won't play a high line but rather a medium block, considering Barcola's speed and the overlaps of Nuno Mendes and Hakimi. Flick has fixed his kamikaze football, and that's reassuring before this match. Lamine will start, and that won't please Luis Enrique because he'll have to figure out how to break the key quartet of Barca's build-up. Ex-Barca coach himself singled out Cubarsí, Pedri, Frenkie, and Yamal before the game. Possession will be the key in this match, and that's very difficult because the opponent has players like Cubarsí, Frenkie, Pedri, and Lamine, Enrique said. Now let's imagine Flick doesn't start Araujo or Martín. Who are PSG going to press? Every other Barca player is technically elite, and don't forget how Hans-Dieter beat Bayern last season. Fast vertical football with diagonal switches across the pitch. That will be a massive challenge for the guests to find a way to counter Barca. If PSG presses high, Barcelona's speed up front becomes the weapon. Rashford, Lamine, and most likely Varane. Both Torres and Marcus can be decisive in this game, especially since Mendes will get help in trying to neutralize Yamal. That defensive overload around him must be exploited. Remember Bayer? Quick switches from flank to flank brought a stunning result. Too bad Rafinha won't be there, but Rashford's form is encouraging. Why do I think Varane will start? Simply because Lewandowski played the full match against Sociedad. Robert can't handle two high-intensity games in a row. Torres can put pressure on Zabarni, who isn't flawless on the ball. The unexpected hero of the match could be Marcus Rashford. The script for him is intriguing and potentially explosive. His direct opponent, Hakimi, loves to attack and isn't flawless defensively. Also, if Enrique pours resources into neutralizing Lamine, Rashford could suddenly find himself with the freedom to explode, especially if Cubarsí, Pedri, Frenkie, and Lamine are breaking the press. Marcus will get his chance in this game. Hakimi, Zabarni, Vitinha, and Lee, not the scariest setup. Could be worse. Still, everything will depend on finishing. So, Barcelona's chances to beat PSG don't come down to a single factor, but to the completeness of Flick's plan. First, squad selection. Only players who can handle and dismantle the press should be on the pitch. Pedri, Frenkie, and Dani Olmo can become the brain that breaks PSG's rhythm. Second, flexibility. This isn't the suicidal high line from last season. Barca can now drop into a medium block, absorb pressure, and wait for mistakes. That maturity was missing a year ago. And third, speed and attack. Yamal, Rashford, Varane, they will punish any space Hakimi or Mendes leave behind. Add Flick's vertical diagonals and it's a recipe PSG already suffered against before. Defensive composure, midfield control, and attacking speed. This mix gives Barca balance. If they take their chances, the result won't just be about beating PSG. It could be the statement that Barça is back at the top of European football. To stay sharp before kickoff, download the Barcelona Live app. All the exclusive news, stats, and analysis are there. Link in the pinned comment. And CULES, like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more big match analysis. Enjoy the game and see you after the final whistle. Not literally though. Have fun. Bye.